Kubor nakaslem jong unongsan hima.
Regarding these food items, or I should say rice, that was found in certain factories in different in Assam. I would like to clarify here so that it becomes clear to everybody, because there seems to be a lot of confusion in this. Number one, which we need to clarify to everybody, that this particular containment of rice that is being referred to is not a part of the NFSA or not the part of the rice that is meant for COVID relief that has been given by Government of India. So there is a confusion that this is the COVID rice and it is being kept and diverted. I would like to clarify once again, because some of the press is still carrying that news. This is not rice from the Food and Civil Supplies. This is not the rice meant for NFSA. Neither is this the rice for the COVID. All those rice materials for this COVID and the NFSA have already been received in advance for the entire month of June. So there is no question of that. So that I would like to clarify, so that there is no confusion in that aspect. Number two, there was that this was rice meant for children and nutritional products meant for mothers. And therefore there was an allegation that these 1 lakh bags have been lying in this warehouse and was seized. This again is not correct. Let me clarify that the Continental Milkos Private Limited, which is an approved manufacturing supplier of micronutrients and energy-dense fortified food under the SNP program, has been supplying the products to us in the last quarter, or I should say the first quarter of June of this financial year. The complete supply of these micronutrient energy-dense fortified food has already been received. Now the question has been raised that what rice was this and how come it is reached there. Now this is an issue number one, also to clarify that 1 lakh bags were found out there, which again is incorrect, because there was 1604 metric tons, which only accounts to 33,000 bags. Now let me also clarify that when we produce these micronutrient energy dense fortified food, this is a mixture of different kind of ingredients, and the rice factor is also part of that ingredient. So these are the products. This is what comes out. So when this product comes out, it's a mix of different products, including rice that is brought in. Now, this rice also is sourced from FCI. So therefore, there is nothing incorrect when people say that this FCI rice was found. It is sourced from FCI. And after this is repacked, after this is processed, and not repacked first, processed and mixed with other things, then obviously it has to be repacked and made it into a packet format, which is then given for the children. Now this also is something that is regularly tested and regularly maintained, and the supply and the quality in the last many years and also in this quarter has already been received, as I said, in complete supply. So therefore, these allegations also regarding these food items, this fortified food, that micronutrient energy dense fortified food, that there is some kind of supposedly a scam that's going on, that was pressed by some of the NGOs and some of the press, is completely wrong. So therefore, if you have any questions to ask on that, we can clarify more. But at this point in time, I would urge the press and also the NGOs to kindly get to all the facts before we come out with stories like these. These are only confusing the people and really creating complete confusion among them, and which is something which is not healthy. And it is also, in a way, embarrassing for the press also and the other organizations also when they find out that there is no truth in this. So therefore, to avoid all these kind of confusions and embarrassment, I would urge the press as well as the other organizations to kindly ensure that proper research is done before such stories come out in the news. As I said, there is no base of any kind of allegation or any kind of scam that has been mentioned. Everything that is being done as per the rules, norms, and also as per the quality that is required by Government of India. Self-help groups and women's groups are supposed to give this, and then why is the government giving it to manufacturers? Let me read out the notification given by the Ministry of Women and Child Development, Government of India, dated 26th of September 2014. In para 4, it is mentioned out here that it is advisable that the state governments in the union territories should get the nutritious food prepared, manufactured by only competent and capable groups or entities, comma, who comply with the stipulation as laid down under the revised norms, irrespective of whether these are self-help groups, Mahila Mandals, village committee, or a manufacturer, and strictly adhere to it. So this sentence and this guideline clearly says and stresses on the point that whoever gives, whether it's a self-help group, whether it's a manufacturer, whether it's a village community, the stress is that the nutritious food prepared, that should get the food prepared, manufactured by competent and capable groups or entities. So that is the only point that is of importance. Saying whether it is groups, self-help groups, Mahila Mandals, manufacturers, whoever it is, but quality should be maintained. So those statements should not be twisted and made to look as if government is not following the norms. At the same time, there were allegations that there were some groups that were blacklisted and all have been done. That's again totally incorrect. This is not true at all. These are companies who have been approved and are manufacturing these nutrients for our state. So there is no base on this. So therefore, I would like to make these clarifications on behalf of the department and the government. Now, as I said, the fortified food that is being, the micronutrient energy dense fortified food is being prepared. If a manufacturer now produces or takes the product from one location to another location, or takes the salt from another location, that is something that the manufacturer in the particular company may do. What is important for us is to note that the final and the finished product that is coming has come in on time, has come in as per the quantity that has been ordered, and as per the quality that is maintained. So now if you try to get into this, then somebody may come tomorrow and say, why did they bring the products through truck, why not through plane, why not they have these products shipped it through some other system. Now those are micro details which is not something that we are here to inquire into, but nonetheless we have asked the company also to give us explanation. But the bottom line of the matter of the fact is that the completed product has been sent to us for the first quarter in complete quantity, and it will continue, as I said. But the details of what rice they use, why do they use this, why do they use that, this of course is a manufacturing matter, but nonetheless, for the sake of ensuring that there is transparency, we have asked the company to give a report on that also.
We will be awaiting, in fact, they're supposed to actually communicate to us. We are also following up with that one. We have also asked for a kind of a clarification from the particular manufacturer who is supplying these things, So we have asked for, whether there is any fact in that. But as our Honorable Chief Minister has mentioned, the key thing is that, it's a program. Under this program, what actually the FCI provides the rice, and using that rice and mixing other pulses and everything, it is actually made as a kind of a high nutrition, energy dense, fortified product. So that is actually supplied to the children and also the pregnant mothers. So basically, what we do is actually once we get the allotment from the FCI, we actually give that allotment to the respective manufacturer to lift the rice, and then after lifting the rice, he actually takes that rice to his processing facility, and he makes it, and it's a kind of a very well certified FSSI, that all the standards have to be maintained, all the nutrition standards have to be maintained. And we also sent the samples for testing whether this product is actually is adhering to the nutritional standards or not. This is a very rigorous protocol. Nobody and all these
Just
protocols are being followed.
to add to this whole thing, the fact is just simple two facts which you have to note. Number one, did Meghalaya and its people get the NFSA rice or not? Incomplete for the first quarter and for this entire month of June. And has any of this rice been diverted? The answer is no. And yes, we have received the entire rice meant for the people of our state. So that's number one point. Number two, have we received this micronutrient energy dense fortified food in full quantity that we're supposed to? The answer is yes. So that's it, as simple as that. Now if you start going into why the factory was open in the middle of the night or not closed in the night, I mean that's something that's really not within the, I don't know how to say it, the discussion that we need to look at. Otherwise, as I said, it's a factory, how they do it, what they do it, and what product they're using, all these things. Obviously, we do lab tests and all to make sure quality is maintained. But what I'm saying is that our concern as a state and a government is to ensure that we get our products on time, we get our product which is maintained in quality, and we ensure that this reaches to the people, and that's what's happening. So therefore, I don't understand why this issue even came out. But nonetheless, we have, as I said, we have asked for a written report from the company concerned. At the same time, we are also waiting for any kind of response from the Assam police itself as well.
I just want to clarify one more thing, just like to make very clear, like why that has been found in Guwahati. Because the factory of this approved manufacturer is located in Greater Noida. So he in fact, he makes this entire thing there. So basically, but like he lifts the food grains here because it's allotted here, and he has to get it processed, and again he has to supply these things back to us. So we we pay only once he pays this, once he actually handles this.
If there is an issue within the factory, that's something that is beyond the, I should say, concerns from the government point of view. Yes, if we were not getting our food on time, I would say there's an issue. If there was an issue with the quality, I would say yes, there's an issue. If we are not getting it on time and there's a complete delay in it, then I'd say yes, there's an issue. But when that's not happening, when, as I said, that we have received everything for the first quarter, that is April, May, June, that means even for this month, we have received the entire quantity in advance. I don't see an issue. The issue comes in when we start not getting our products. And the point is, we are getting our products, whether it is the rice or whether it is the nutrition, the fortified food that has been mentioned out here. Yeah, we have heard something about it even yesterday. Some of the members had mentioned this. So definitely we have asked the health department to inform the pharmacies that they should not be sold without the proper prescription.